number, that's BT 19 CME 36 or 80. So that should be the name of your folder, and in that folder you will have all Matlab files, correct? So Matlab files you might wanted to write as question 1 underscore 36, correct? So by capital Q 1 underscore 36. So I will understand that this is for question 1. And then we might need to solve the problems either in a script file or in a function files, correct? So every function file should associated with a script file. So if I have asked you to write just a function files, then function file wouldn't run on its own. So you need to call that function file in a script file, correct? So every questions will have some script file. So that script file you write as a Q1, Q2, Q3, and then underscore your roll numbers, correct? And then underscore write script. So let's say if you are going to solve fourth question, then it will be a question 4, and your roll number is 80. So Q1 underscore 80 underscore script. That would be the name of that script file. And then it's required a function file, for example. Then the function file should be Q1 underscore fun underscore 80. So I can understand that this is the functions for question number 1, or this is the functions for question number 4. This is the script file for question number 4. So I will run only script file, and it's expected that from that script file all answers should have been there. So for example, if you need to write something plotting, so just write the command for plotting, x label, y label, plot. You need not to put the figure file in that folder. So the figure will automatically generate. So once you solve all your numericals in a script file or a function files, put that in a folders, zip the folders, and send the folder to me on your on the email ID which I will provide to you guys. Okay, and write with a pen and papers all the programs which you written in a Matlab, correct? So write the script files and then function files as it is. Here, need not to be decorated too much. So write that, and that PDF file you upload through the Google form which we can share with you. Okay, so you are going to upload the PDF file on Google Forms, and you are going to email me the zip file of your folder on the email ID which I will provide to you on the WhatsApp. Is this clear? Any doubt on the questions? How to solve exam pattern?
It's clear, sir.
Okay, it's clear. Now, as far as the syllabus is concerned, syllabus will be starting what we started from Matlab up to the second order ordinary differential equation solutions. So in which I might going to ask you to model something, a simple model. Then you need to write your modeling equations, you need to simulate that modeling equations, and I might ask you to give the step changes. You know what is in the step changes, correct? For a particular parameter, give the step change and then plot the response. Okay, so this type of questions you might expect. There are some questions on matrices, some questions on plotting, some questions on order differential equation solutions, some questions on, I think we have not covered algebraic equations. Anyway, up to ordinary, second order ordinary differential equations. Is this clear? Syllabus is not restricted with the syntaxing in Matlab. It might go in heat transfer, it might go in process calculation, it might go in mass transfer. So the simple numericals from all these subjects, fluid mechanics, that might came to as questions in a question paper of the mid-sem. Is this clear?
sir.
The total paper is of 25 marks, 1 hour. You need to solve. Okay. Now, I just wanted to hear from you if you have any doubts on any of the topic which we covered up till now. Anything which someone has not understood, someone wanted to discuss, you can.
Hello, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I had a
Uh,
doubt in using that subplot function.
Yes.
The 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 variable we give input we give it as 4 1 or 1. For example, if we are plotting a graph which contains two lines and we need to plot the first one, so we write it like 4 comma 2 comma 1 and
Yes.
4 comma 2 comma 2.
Yes.
So the last one and two is for the particular line that we need to plot in that subplot function. And what are the first two ones defining? Like I had that doubt.
So Pratish, so if
Yes,
you write only figure, you get one single palette of the figure. Is this clear?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now I wanted to divide that one entire figure palette into say n number of figure palette. Is this clear? This sentence is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now that n number can be divided in a row and columns. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's say n is equal to 8. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now what I am doing, I am dividing my entire figure palette into 8 sub palette. This is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me in a row and column fashions, how many combinations will be there where I can arrange these 8 sub palette. So there might be 4 rows, 2 columns.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Correct. There might
Yes, sir.
be 4 8 rows, 1 column.
Yes, sir.
There might be 1 row, 8 columns.
Yes, sir.
So the 3 ways I can arrange this,
Yes.
4 way basically, 2 rows, 4 columns,
Four columns. Yes,
4
sir.
columns, 2 rows. Correct. So there are 4 ways I can arrange this.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now in subplot, after subplot we have parenthesis and then we write 4 2 1. So what is the meaning of? The first elements represent number of rows.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Second element represent number of columns and third element represent current sub palette.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So if I say
Yes.
4 2 1, so I am telling him to divide my figure palette in a 8 sub palette and arrange it in a 4 rows 2 columns, and now I have plot on the first sub palette.
Okay, sir.
Cleared?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Is there any other doubt?
Hello, sir.
Any? Yes, sir.
Sir, in regards to that second order differential equation,
Yeah.
can you share some more sums for that?
See, there is no such as more sums available, but I think I have 2 or 3 sums where I can show you. Let me see. Yeah, Karthik, I have two more, so I am going to share my screen. You can note down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is this screen visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah, so this is another one.
Okay.
Theta 2 dot, it means that d2 theta by dt square is equal to minus g by L sine theta. Theta of 0 is 90 degree and theta of 0 is 0. Length you can take as a 5 centimeter. You can take the snapshot of this, right? Or not down. Clear? One this, another one this one. So you can assume the value of MLG. So it is there is no need to assume the m get cancels. So the second equation d2 theta by dt square is equal to minus g by L sine theta is the same thing. Clear? Anything, Karthik?
No, sir, clear.
Okay. Now I wanted to ask you one more thing. See, we covered this problem in the last lectures, correct? So here I asked you to assume the theta as 0.1, zeta as 0.1. Now what happens? I may ask you to change the parameters, correct? I may ask you to change, give a step change in some of the inputs. So you should know how to do that one. Okay. So for that, what I'm going to do, I am going to simulate this. Or Pratish, have you solved this problem in class?
Yes, yes, sir.
Huh? Yeah, can you share your screen so that I can tell you you can do? What is the aim now? We wanted to change this value, zeta value.
So
Okay,
I've joined through my mobile phone.
you are through your mobile phone. Who is the another one who is on my machines or completed this problem? Anmol, have you done it? Anmol is there? Okay, he is not there. Tirtha, yeah, have you solved this problem, Tirtha?
Sir, I'll have to check. Just a moment.
Have you solved this problem?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have solved. Shall I share my screen?
Yes, sure. Can you little bit increase the font, Vedant?
Yes, sir.
That's fine. Okay. Now everybody look at the screen. Okay. See here. Can you go to the function, Vedant?
Yes, sir.
So you have written zeta here, 0.1. Zeta is fixed now for entire durations. Okay. Now what happens? We wanted to change the zeta. We wanted to keep the zeta, one zeta for entire durations, but we have 4 5 zeta values, and we wanted to see the impact of zeta. Okay, so what we wanted to do? We basically want to supply the parameters to the functions, ODE function. Okay, so now uh, is our question is clear to
Yes,
everybody,
sir.
to all other guys also. We wanted to supply the parameters to the function file which has been called through ODE solver. This is what the objective. Now we wanted to do it. So Vedant, can you comment line number 5? The control
Yes, sir.
R. No, no, no. Press the no, 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 no. You just yes, fine, fine. Okay, now you save these functions file.
Done, sir.
Okay, done. Now come to the script file. Okay. Now at line number 7, before the line number 7, after the line number 6, enter. Write down data underscore zeta. Data underscore zeta. Okay, so what we are doing, we are creating the zeta array. Okay, equal to square bracket. Write down the values of zeta. Zeta value is 0, 0.1, 0.25, zero point 0.5, 0.75, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 values you might have entered.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we created the zeta vector. Now we wanted to supply. How do we supply it? Okay. So on line number 8, Vedant, come after
Yes, sir.
y0. Click after y0. Yeah, comma, null bracket, null matrix basically. Square bracket start, square bracket close, square bracket close, square bracket start, comma. Now you write zeta, data underscore zeta. Data underscore zeta. Okay. So now there is a little bit of syntax change I did. Up till now, we have not passed any external argument apart from inputs to the function files. Here what we are doing, we are supplying one of the parameters. So we can supply n number of parameters. There are two ways to supply n number of parameters. Either you supply each parameter separately, or you can bundle that in a vector and supply the vectors only. So here I am going to supply it in vector form. Okay. Now, correct. So now come to the function. Okay, now if you look at the function's input argument, there were two input arguments. One is independent variable and second is dependent variable. Now we need to have the parameters. So after y, put comma, write down data, only data. Okay, so I need not to put the same name as I put into the script file. Data is fine. Now in a data, I will get a data underscore zeta's whole vector. I need to unbundle that. I need to unbundle that. Okay. So now you come to line number 4. After 4, click zeta equal to data underscore I. Data not underscore. Data of I. Sorry, data of I. Okay, fine. Put a semicolon. See, now I created data, but I also created one index I, because at one time I wanted to have one value, whereas in case of a data I will get 6 values, correct? So now I need to supply I also. Okay, so what do you do? Vedant, click on line number 4. After line number 4, after line number 4, yes, I is equal to equal to, write down data parenthesis end, data end, data end. Yes. Okay, now come to the function file, script file. Come to the script file. Yes, so you created this. Now what we need to supply, we need to supply I, and we need to, okay, so after line number 7, after line number 7, right, for I is equal to, or j is equal to 1 semicolon colon 1 colon length of zeta underscore fine, enter, enter. Now you write, ये length अब मेरे को I सप्लाई करना है. Data underscore zeta 1, data zeta 1 is equal to, is it, no, that's no, I'm creating a variable zeta 1, yeah, is equal to, is equal to square bracket data underscore zeta space j. ठीक है, सेमीकॉलन, और यहाँ पे डेटा अंडरस्कोर जो जेटा लाइन नंबर 10 पे लिखा है उसको डेटा अंडरस्कोर जेटा 1, दैट्स ऑल. ओके, नाउ फॉर लूप को क्लोज करो नीचे, आफ्टर द लाइन नंबर 10, आफ्टर द लाइन नंबर 10. ये हो गया, अभी मेरे पास t and y आ गया. So now what happens, as the for loop goes proceeds, t and y gets replaced with the new data, correct. जब j is equal to 1 होगा तो मेरे पास t and y आएगा, लेकिन जब j is equal to 2 होगा तो पहले वाला जो t and y है वो ऑटोमेटिकली रिप्लेस हो जाएगा न्यूअर t and y से. तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, मुझे t and y सेव करना पड़ेगा, स्टोर करना पड़ेगा. तो उसके लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, तो यू कम ऑन लाइन नंबर 10 एंड, yes, enter, right, t all underscore t, all underscore t is equal to all under square bracket all underscore t, all underscore t, all underscore t होने के बाद t, तुझे सेमी कॉलम देके करना पड़ेगा शायद, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली यू वांटेड टू गेट इट इन अ कॉलम वाइज, या हाँ, और वैसे ही all underscore y. ये आ गया. अब तुमको प्लॉटिंग में भी थोड़ा सा चेंज करना पड़ेगा, इंस्टेड ऑफ टी यू नीड टू राइट ऑल अंडरस्कोर टी, वो देखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है, उसको बाद में देख करते हैं, उसको बाद में करते हैं. सो नाउ you put a breakthrough after line number 14, put a breakthrough after line, yes, correct, save it, save it.
Yes, sir.
Now you run it, does it runs? अरे तो फोल्डर भी चेंज करना, अपना पाथ नेम नहीं करेगा क्या?
चेंज कर दिया सर.
कर दिया, हाँ चल ठीक है, रन कर.
अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड फंक्शन
कहाँ पे आ रहा है? लाइन नंबर 8 पे आ रहा है.
नंबर 8
इसी पे लाइन क्या नहीं, ये जेटा अंडरस्कोर डेटा लिखा तूने, डेटा अंडरस्कोर जेटा होना चाहिए। और तेरा एरर है, हाँ तो इसको अभी डिफाइन करो, ऑल अंडरस्कोर टी ऊपर बिफोर द लाइन नंबर 8। हाँ, ऑल अंडरस्कोर टी इज इक्वल टू नल मैट्रिक्स। यस, ऑल अंडरस्कोर वाई इज इक्वल टू नल मैट्रिक्स। ये चीजें मैंने तुमको सिखा दिया है अभी, ठीक है? चलो अभी रन करो। हाँ, अभी तुम ऑल अंडरस्कोर टी ओपन करो इधर, मैं इसमें वर्क स्पेस में, या क्लिक ऑन दैट। हाँ, तो ये हो रहा है गलत, अपने को चाहिए वन रो आफ्टर द अदर, करेक्ट, वन कॉलम आफ्टर द अदर, तो तुमको वहां पे चेंज करना पड़ेगा। यस यस, सेव इट एंड रन इट अगेन, जस्ट सेव इट एंड रन इट अगेन। अब देखो टी कैसे आ रहा है, तो आ गया टी अपना, फाइन। हाँ, अब वाई देखो कैसे आ रहा है, वाई भी आ गया। अब इसमें अपने को ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग हमारी ये रहेंगे कि फर्स्ट रो इज अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर फर्स्ट डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन, सेकंड सॉरी फर्स्ट कॉलम इज अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन, सेकंड कॉलम इज अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर सेकंड ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन। उस फंक्शन में दो ऑर्डिनरी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन सॉल्व किए गए, इसके वजह से पहला फर्स्ट 1 and 2 रो कॉलम इज फॉर फर्स्ट सॉल्यूशन वेयर जीटा वैल्यू इज 0, करेक्ट। सेकंड एंड थर्ड एंड फोर्थ होगा जीटा वैल्यू सेकंड, फिफ्थ एंड सिक्स्थ होगा जीटा वैल्यू थर्ड। इज दिस क्लियर? व्हाट द डेटा इज टेलिंग अस? ये क्लियर हो गया वेदांत? तुरे को क्लियर है?
यस सर।
हाँ, बाकी स्टूडेंट को क्लियर है भाई क्या हो रहा है करके, यहाँ पे डेटा ऐसा क्यों आ रहा?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So
now
can
go
you
to,
explain again?
so Tirtha, I am solving two different, can you go to the function Vedant?
Yes sir.
Yeah, if you look at this, he has two differential equation, dy dl1 dy dt1 dy dt2, line number 10 and 11, correct Tirtha?
Yes, sir.
So if I have only one zeta value, I will get two columns in answer,
Yes.
correct. Now I have 6 zeta value, so I should get 12 columns. That's what he is getting. Go to the variable Vedant. Yes, so he getting 12. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Word of ज्यादा भी है क्या? इधर आता, राइट हैंड साइड में आता थोड़ा सा।
नहीं सर।
हाँ, 12, करेक्ट। सो पहले दो जो कॉलम है वो होगा जीटा वैल्यू फर्स्ट का करस्पॉन्डिंग सॉल्यूशन, नेक्स्ट दो कॉलम होगा जीटा वैल्यू
The other
सेकंड
value.
का,
Yes.
सेकंड का करस्पॉन्डिंग, करेक्ट।
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ गया?
हाँ sir.
अभी इसको उसी तरह से प्लॉट करना पड़ेगा तुमको, जैसे कि तुमको वेरिएशन देखना है सॉल्यूशन ऑफ फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन, सो यू विल प्लॉट फर्स्ट कॉलम, थर्ड कॉलम, फिफ्थ कॉलम, सेवेंथ कॉलम, 9th एंड 11th कॉलम। तो तुमको बताएगा कि वो जीटा का वेरिएशंस ऑन फर्स्ट डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन सॉल्यूशंस। अगर सेकंड करना है तो सेकंड, फोर्थ, सिक्स्थ, 8th, 10th एंड 12th। क्लियर?
My doubt is ये all underscore y and t. How are we like using it? मतलब I didn't get it. Why are we using it?
Yeah, so what we'll do, we will go to and check through the breakthrough. Now you close this variables. Okay, now you put the breakthrough at line number 12. ये इसको निकाल देना ब्रेक थ्रो को, भाई ये वाला जो ब्रेक थ्रो इसको निकाल दो। हाँ, और इसको सेव कर दो फंक्शन को, ये साइन भी निकल जाएगा, एरो का साइन भी निकल जाएगा, एरो का साइन भी निकल जाएगा। क्लिक से नहीं होगा निकला, हाँ वहां से, करेक्ट। नाउ you run it. Sorry, before that you go to the functions. No. हाँ, functions, हाँ function, and यहाँ पे dy by dt सेकंड नंबर लाइन है ना, वहां पे एक ब्रेक थ्रो डाल दो, लाइन नंबर 2। Yes, now you go to the first script file and now run it. हाँ, अभी यहाँ पे होगा कंटिन्यू नहीं, ये स्टेप इन होगा, स्टेप इन। हाँ, क्लिक करो, अभी कंटिन्यू करो। हाँ देखो, So breakthrough came from the solver to function file. Is this clear, Tirtha?
Yes, sir.
Now you go a step in एक step से जा भाई, एक step. Clear? Go there. Go. Now look at the I value. Hold on. Look at the I value. Just over your mouse for I on line number 5. Gently take it. No, I. देखो I का वैल्यू कितना आया? 1 आया. ठीक है. Now you go to the zeta. ऐसा ओवर करना. और इट zeta का वैल्यू 0 लिया इसने. ठीक है. इतना
Yes,
इज दिस
sir.
क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
नाउ अभी करस्पॉन्डिंग जो सॉल्यूशन आएगा dy by dt का, वो zeta का वैल्यू 0 का सॉल्यूशन आएगा.
Yes.
You can you do step again, continue. Go step one by one step. Now look at the I value. I wanted to check the I value again. No, you need to evaluate this sentence. Yes, now look at the I value, should be 1. Correct? तो अब ये पूरा जितना तुम्हारा टाइम स्पैन है उसमें I का वैल्यू उतना ही रहेगा. ठीक है. अभी तुम क्या करो, इसको ब्रेक थ्रू निकालो यहाँ से. इसको कंटिन्यू करो ऊपर. अभी स्टेप डालो. अभी जो सॉल्यूशन अब टी के ऊपर होवर करना तुम्हारा कर्सर टी के ऊपर. So you got this. See, look from 0 to whatever may be the value and go to the y. वेदांत. तो y क्या बता रहा है? 4001 by 2. If you wanted to see your y in a workspace, you click on y. Yes. So this is the solution for your
Yes, only for one value of zeta.
one value of zeta means that you have solved the differential equation once. For loop has been executed once only. Okay.
Yes.
If it's executed second times, it will take second value of zeta and provide you solutions corresponding to second value. Now what happens? If you are going for the second iteration of your for loop, the first value of t and y will going to erase by the second values, second sets. Correct?
Yes.
So we wanted to store the first value. For that purpose, we created a null matrix, all underscore t and all underscore y. Correct? And that is what we use on line number 3 and line number 14. Because on line number 13, when it's first time executes, it needs all underscore t values, which is not available when iteration is first. Correct? Is this clear, Tirtha?
Yes, sir. So we are
Because
using this to store the values in the workspace.
yes, and on line number 8 and line number 9, we defined it predefined. I mean, we can say it's predefined with a null matrix.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. और किसी को कोई questions? अभी वेदांत ये जो है फंक्शंस, नॉट फंक्शंस, प्लॉटिंग. अब प्लॉटिंग तुम उतना चेंज कर सकते हो तुम्हारा.
Yes, sir.
तो उसको तुम चेंज कर दो. So is there any questions? So is there any question on the syllabus? Is there any question on the exam pattern? Is there any questions on the course which we conducted? If you have any doubt, please ask me. I'm going to wait here for 2 to 3 minutes if you have some doubts. Otherwise, I will understand that you understood everything. Okay, so I hope that there is no questions. I'm going to stop here. All the best for your examinations.